Cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is made of protein and protein fiber. And this protein fiber will help cell to move and to maintain its structure and shape. So the cytoskeleton is made up of protein, and include this thing here, and the name of it is intermediate filaments, microtubules, and microfilaments. Okay, we have microfilaments, microtubules, and intermediate filaments. And as you can see here, this is an intermediate filament, this is a microtubule, and this is microfilaments here. So there's three filaments found inside the skeleton, okay, between this two cell membrane, okay, that represent here a cytoskeleton. So the cytoskeleton made from cilia and flagella. So cilia and flagella. So cilia and flagella has a job of motion. It helps cell to move. Okay. So if the cell move, that means have cilia and flagella. Okay. So it's hair-like structure, and I will give you a video to understand that. But first, you should know that it's used to make cell move, to help the cell to move. So its job is to just movement. Cilia, it's short hair-like extensions, and flagella, it's long web-like extensions. And this video will help you to understand that. The difference between flagella.
Cilia and flagella both have the same arrangement of microtubules composing their axonemal cytoskeleton. Their only difference is that of length.
So the length the length of flagella is more than the cilia. Okay, so it's more longer than the cilia, and that's the difference.
Flagella being much longer than cilia. Here one can see in a paramecium that cells which possess cilia.
So this is a short hair-like extensions in cilia, and we have a many amount of cilia. Okay, so it's found in large number. Okay, comparing with flagella.
Possess many of these, and they can contract in unison to create patterns of motion. In human cells, ciliated cells do not move, but they may move the fluid around them.
So it's help this fluid to move, okay? It's help it to move and
so the cells of the trachea or the oviduct, which possess cilia, are moving the secretions around the cells. The only cells which possess flagella in...
So this is a flagella, and this is a web-like extensions. This is a web-like extensions.
Are sperm, although
and as you can see here, it's much longer than the
there are
cilia.
a number of microorganisms which possess flagella, as these euglena do.
Okay, so back to cytoskeleton, and here we have another one rather than cilia and flagella. We have a centrioles. This centrioles consists of two short cylinders of microtubules. So here, this is microtubules here inside the centrioles, and this tube is found in the right angle, okay, to each other, and here again it's microtubules, and this is a correct angle, and that is the centrioles. Okay, so now we can go to the cell wall. Cell wall is, you can see it here. You can see the cell wall in this page. Okay, and the cell wall just found inside the plants, things, or bacteria. okay, and you cannot find it inside an animals, okay, like a human, okay, because it will not have, the cell will not have any wall around it like this animal cell does not have a wall at all. But plant and bacteria will have this cell wall, if you can see that, and here we have a cell wall, okay. So so outermost layer, it's an outermost layer found in plant and fungi and bacteria. All of it have a cell wall, and the animal cells not have a cell wall like human. And what its job is just to add it as support for growth, okay. So I will go here, yes, and this support made of just tough material, and this tough material called cellulose, as you can see here, this is a tough material, and this all the support come from this tough material here. This is a tough material, okay, between the plasma membrane and this. So this is a cell wall, and as you can see here we have a cellulose, and this is a tough material, okay. The cellulose is the tough material that give the cell wall its support, okay. He support the cell wall, okay. So if you back here, yeah, so yes, cell wall is cover the cell membrane to give a support and protection, okay. And I told you now that this tough material, which is a cellulose, is make this support, okay. Okay, so you can see that here we have something like this. First, just a minute, yeah. So the cell will have this purse, enough purse inside it, and that to allow water and oxygen, carbon dioxide, okay, and any other substance to pass through it. So here is go to find something like it, yes. So this is a cell wall, okay, and it should have any purse inside it to allow the H2O, O2, CO2, and any protein that to allow water, oxygen, and carbon dioxide to pass through it. So this is cell wall, and this is a bacteria. We know that this is bacteria because we don't have any nucleus here. And this is a cell wall, okay, cover it and make a support and protect it. And this is cell wall for a plant, as you can see here. And I will mention that again, the animal cell will not have a cell wall, okay. Can you see this something here like hair? This is a cilia, okay. This is a cilia, and this is a flagella, okay. So it's longer than this short hair, okay, and short hair here, and that is a cilia, okay. This is a short hair called cilia, and this longer hair here is a flagella, okay. So let's go to vacuole. We have a two type of vacuole. We have a vacuole in plant and vacuole in animal. Before we read this, we should go here. Yes, this is a vacuole in plant, and this is a vacuole in animals. So can you see any difference here between these two vacuole in animal and plant? This for plant and this for animal. So what's the difference between this vacuole and this vacuole? Yes, the size. We have a different size here. Okay, so the large part of a plant cell is a vacuole. This large part here is a vacuole and it's found in a plant cell. And this is a very small vacuole here inside this animal cell. Okay, so what is the job of this vacuole? What do you think the job of this vacuole? Well, it's have this important place, important space inside the plant cell. So it's used to store food, water, waste, color pigments. Okay, so why it's important? Why we use this vacuole? Because have a job to store food and water and store waste and store color pigments. All that thing is important for animal and plant cell. Okay, so let's back here. Vacuoles store water, store enzymes and waste products and provide support for plant. Okay, okay, why it's make a just support for plants? Why? Because it's take a large part of a plant cell. So because it's a large part inside a plant cell. Okay, so it's store and move material between cell organelles. Okay, so it's help to this vacuole here, and this vacuole help to move the material between different type of cell. Okay, so this vacuole can be moved and give, yes, it's this vacuole will store the material, and the vascule, this vascule store and move the material between cell organelles. Okay, so this vacuoles, the vacuoles, okay, not the vascule, the vacuole, okay, it's store material, and we say that we have a salt, protein, carbohydrate, all that, okay, for cell. Okay, but the movement one, which move the store food or store water or salt, it can be moved or be transferred by vascule. Okay, and not by vacuole. Here we go to plastids, and it's used to store starch and pigments, and this is a picture of it. It's used to store the starch and pigments inside it, so that is a job for it. And let's have this green color like this, and inside it this thing. Okay, so it's used to just to store starch and pigments. So what about chloroplast? So all of you heard about the photosynthesis. What's the meaning of photosynthesis process? Photosynthesis process is that process which convert the light energy to chemical energy. Okay, so here if we back, it's convert the light energy to chemical energy, and that is a job for this organelles. Okay, so it's have this green color. Okay, this is a structure for it, as you can see here. So yeah, it's work as a power for plants. Okay, and here we can back, and here it's this green circle here inside it is a green pigments. Okay, all this green pigments will found inside this chloroplast. Okay, So now how we can comparing the different type of cell. Look here, we have this bacteria cell, and this is an animal cell, and this is a plant cell. Okay, we know that is a plant cell and not animal cell because we have a cell wall. But why this is not a plant cell? Yes, because not have a nucleus, so it cannot be a animal cell or plant cell. So this picture A cannot be plant or animal cell. Okay, why? Because it not have any nucleus inside it, and because have this flagella. And here we have this cell without any wall to protect or cover it, so that we don't have a cell wall here, so that is not a plant or a bacteria cell, so it should be a animal cell and have a nucleus inside it. What about this picture? It have this large vacuole, and that means it's a plant because it's a take large space here. So we have this nucleus, and we have this vacuole, and we have this wall cell. So in this way you can know which one of it is animal cell and which one of it is bacteria and which one of it is a plant. So we can distinguish from each other by the unequal features. So we have a different organelles. We have different organelles here. We don't have many organelles. Okay, we just have this ribosome, the DNA, and without a nucleus. So we don't have everything here. So if you want to know if there is something different or not, you should look at the presence and absence of thing. So here we don't have a nucleus. Here we have this nucleus. So any cell without nucleus, that means bacteria, and with this type of flagella, with this web hair, that means we have bacteria. If we have a nucleus and without a cell wall, that means we have an animal cell. And if we have this cell wall and this vacuole with this large size here, okay, inside the cell with the nucleus, that means we have a plant cell. And in this way we can just distinguish between different plant. Okay.